first question's about Harry. He's had a whirlwind of a season, World Baseball Classic, obviously one of the youngest guys in high A, and now he's here. How impressive is it to see a young catcher have, the rise like he has and handled it kind of in stride?
I think it's impressive for anyone to do it, but Harry does it with grace, and it's always about his teammates. So just like a very others-oriented kind of guy. And we have Dan Wilson, who works with our catchers as well, who Mariners Hall of Famer, and Alvin Davis is here as well. And Harry takes on a lot of their leadership qualities in a really unique way. Harry's a one of one.
So the line of the year for Harry, Jay Buhner, Dan Wilson, Alvin, myself were kind of all standing around, and we're like, hey, you got to go eat breakfast, man. The breakfast line's thinning out. And he's like, this is my food. He was sitting there soaking in the knowledge. So that says a lot about him.
For Valley and Wilson to both be here today, I know he's obviously met them in the past, but what do you think he can take from their paths? Obviously, two guys who had very successful careers here in Seattle behind the plate.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is calling games, and being able to maybe expand his vision of what he's seeing. Like, I know those guys were great at when a hitter's in the box. Is he standing in a different spot? What's he looking for? Those adjustments, things like that. I think anytime you can gain knowledge, you grab it.
Yeah. What about Class A? I know he's a power speed guy. He's rising up quickly. What have you seen in his game so far?
Yeah, I think it's fair to say that he is a power speed guy, but I also think he's a lot more than that. He's a great team player with great baseball IQ. And when you watch the development of his routes and how he supports the pitchers, the catchers, the hitters, and how he's able to turn a lineup over, it's not that he's bucketed to a power speed tool guy. He really is a really well-rounded player who's still really young.
Yeah, no doubt. Harold, I know it was super important for you to get the former Mariners on your coaching staff today. That was kind of your thing with Raul as well.
Right.
What do you expect today to be like, to be able to interact with them and try your hat at managing a game? Well,
it's clearly you have a staff for a reason. Like, I'm lost with the pitching without Max. He's handled that, laying it out, scripting the game that way. That's important. The interaction, that's all just natural. I mean, Jay Buhner lights up a room with jokes, with personality, with everything else. So it's almost like, hey, I haven't seen you in 10 years, but it was like I saw you yesterday. And that's with the whole collective group. This morning at breakfast, whether it was Raul's team and it was Adrian Beltre or King Felix and all those guys, Dan Wilson, or it was over here with our guys, everybody just immediately has a connection.